How's Queenie, Clark?
Ask her yourself.
She ready for that?
She's right there.
She's right there.
Oh shit!
Luciano.
I didn't see her. Hey, Queenie.
You're a dickhead.
Hey.
So what you doing, Harry?
Well, I guess I'm fucking Santa Claus now.
Hi.
You know, I don't know.
The faces, huh?
Come on, Harry. Like I told you.
You
Who told me, brother?
got a minute?
Asked who told me that 4 times, brother? I don't care what you do with that info. You're my boy. Of course I'm gonna tell you. You know, just go cook some shit up, man. If you need help, let me know. All right. Okay,
What do you think? What do you think I'm gonna go do?
I don't know, but you asked 4 times, 5 times. Like, who told you? Where'd you get the info from? And I told you. So go, go cook some shit, brother. I want the best for you.
Yeah.
Be happy.
I'm not gonna go cook anything. I just wanted to know how the fuck you guys would know that was going down.
Where do you want to go?
It would have had to have been like some kind of leak.
I can honestly say I don't know if it was a leak.
I guess by the fire. Oh my god, this is probably the worst. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm really close to that fire. It's good to see you again. I know you probably don't feel the same way. How you holding up?
I'm not. But I'm trying.
It's all that matters. Are you trying?
Yeah. I feel like I haven't processed anything or let myself process anything, even on the island.
Process what?
Everything that happened in Cleveland. I had it worse than anybody else. And if I let myself think about all that shit on that island, I would have lost my mind. Instead, I just kept everybody together, and I get off the island and I gotta keep people together here.
Keep people together? What do you mean?
I think everybody's losing their mind here too. And you and I, you know what's messed up? Out of everyone, I never thought I'd have to sit here saying this to you. It's not because I thought you were perfect. You and I have both made mistakes, and we've gotten blood on our hands plenty of times. We fought, we've argued, and we've walked through hell and back together. And through it all, there was one thing that I never questioned, and it was you. I trusted you with my life. Not because you promised me that I would be okay, like, you know, with my life around you. I trusted you. And then came the moment that mattered. And I got hurt and I could have died. And instead of reaching for me, instead of being the man that I thought I knew, you stood there. You were a part of it and you laughed. And even though I told people that I wasn't thinking about anything on that island regarding Cleveland, your laugh echoed in my head louder than anything else on that island. Everyone wants me to turn my back on you. They think I'm stupid and weak. They don't understand what you meant to me. You weren't just another man that I met. You were family. You dragged me into this life and you helped kill the person I used to be. And the old me would have never survived what we've lived through. The person I became, the stronger version of me, exists because of the battles we fought side by side. And that's what makes this hurt so much. If this had come from anybody else, I'd be done. There wouldn't even be a conversation. But it came from someone that was like a brother, that is like a brother to me. And somehow, that's harder than hate. I'm angry. I'm confused. And I keep replaying it, trying to understand what was worth more than everything we built together, everything we've been through, and what made you look at me in that moment and decide I wasn't worth protecting anymore. And maybe you'll have an answer. Maybe you won't. You could spend the rest of your life proving everyone right about who they think you are. Or you can prove me right for believing there was still a man in there worth calling a brother. And if you betray me again, Luciano, if you stand by while I'm hurt again, if you ever choose to become the reason that I fall instead of the reason that I stand, then I won't be back. I'm telling you, you talk to me about having your one. This is your one with me. This is it. I swear if you do anything else ever again, you're dead to me.
I'm sorry, Queenie. I really am. I let anger and frustration get in the way of my decision making. I didn't throw that Molly, but I may as well have been the one to do it. I wanted him to do it. I was just angry with everybody in that room. With you for not backing me up during the fights, as you normally would, as you always have done. At that point, I felt like you had left me, that you didn't give a damn. I was wrong. I know that now. I've always wanted the best for you, Queenie. Believe it or
And
not.
why was it when I was dying and you got asked to go and find a doctor, you said no? You and Harry both said no, and you didn't even care to go and try to save my life.
That's a
When
lie.
you put a barrel in that, Harry said it too. They all said it.
Harry said no, he didn't want to go to the hospital because he was scared. I told him to go to the hospital. I even called Dr. Legs to go and get you medical treatment because neither of those two wanted to help you. I was the one that called him. I called a paramedic. She didn't want to do it. I was on the line with her to try to convince her. She wanted nothing to do with treasonous. So I called Dr. Legs. Don't let these fools get into your fucking mind and twist things, Queenie. Because they're out for it, for themselves. They're looking after themselves. They're looking to save their fucking skin.
You swear you did.
Yes. Give us a moment, Clevin.
You winky promise.
No, I pinky fucking promise. Look, I hate myself for what I fucking did. And I know you ain't never gonna forgive me for it. I know none of them will. I don't really care that they don't. I just care that you do. Maybe one day. Forgive me for it. At the end of the day, Queenie, you've been the only one that's had my fucking back. Blindly. The way I've tried to do so many fucking times.
That's what I think makes this hurt more. In my head. Because that's all I thought about, you know?
Yeah. It's just... In my time with these group of people, I have learned that pain is a way of expressing itself. I've learned that the hard way myself many times, but you haven't. It's strange, but it's not right. I don't want to see you die, Queenie. Never have. I've had my problems with you. You being a little shit. Stubborn. Got a lot of attitude. But at the end of the day, Queenie, You've always been there for me. The only one that has. And I wouldn't expect anything different if this were to happen again, which I won't allow. But if, for one reason, one day, it ever does, then I ask you to take my life. Because at that point, I would have lost it all.
Everything's gonna be really rough from this point on. It's gonna take time. I think you surround yourself with people that can't stand you too. And that want nothing but the worst for you.
Really?
I think you know that.
Why did they keep me around then?
I don't know. And I think deep down you knew that already, though.
Can't stand me or can't respect me.
It's kind of our hand in hand, aren't they?
Can't stand it to me is annoying. Not respecting me is a different thing. You think I'm a
Say
joke?
It's a bit of both. Yeah, then it's probably the respecting.
Then yes.
The second Lang sees you, he wants to do something to you. And he will do it. And I think you know that too. Because the second he saw Harry on the island, he slit his throat. Then he tried to burn him at a stake on the island. And if he's doing that to Harry and he's angry at everybody, I mean... Harry's confused and angry. Everybody's turning their back on each other. It's just inevitable. Everything's burning. And it gets worse. Because we get off the island and then we start getting information from Sab as to what was going on here. People get even more angry than they were before, because all we had was Cleveland and the anger that we felt about that. And I was one of the main ones that pushed it to the side, but people felt what they were feeling. Rightfully so. You guys all moved past it because you had time to move past it. Like y'all had a time machine and we're stuck in the back. We're in the past. We haven't moved past any of it. We haven't. Just because you guys are okay with it doesn't mean we are.
Yeah.
I'm angry at you. I've made that clear. I'm more than. I don't think you understand. Every day I was getting told things about you, trying to push me further away from you and trying to grow the hatred. And I do. I feel some of it. I do. Imagine getting told by multiple people every day things, and just trying to feed that fire. And me not wanting. I've been numb. I've been numb the entire time. Because it's not just you. It's other people. But yeah, you hurt the worst. And I think they knew that. I don't really want. I want to just fly off to an island and just. Even the word island, I don't want an island. Never mind. Just somewhere else, another country. Eat good food. Forget about everybody. Forget about everything. I don't know if I'm the type of person that would want revenge, even though my time in Cyprus and everything kind of pointed me in that direction. But I feel like there's so much going on that went from playing survival on that fucking island in 2 ways with the people there and then the faceless, to then coming back here and continuing to play survival with, again, same group of people and more, and the faceless yet again. I can't escape it. And I know they have something big planned for this week. Charlie told me himself.
Jesus. What's planned?
Apparently, what you guys, it's like a company that they got called Badger that's gonna do something worse than anybody has ever seen in the city.
Then we have to prepare, Queenie.
Everybody that was on that island is in danger. Some of us more than others, because I have information that I shouldn't have. I have knowledge that I shouldn't have. And the PD want us. They probably want to interrogate us. They probably want to figure out things too. When I was with Clark and Apple, we were being followed. People were taking photos of me from a distance. And I know this is what I know. The second that people see me talking to you, it's also just I can't win in anything on that fucking island today with the escape. We had to do jobs for the faceless, okay? And I managed to sneak off 5 guns right before it took off on their plane here to the city. After they counted things multiple times, checked our pockets to make sure we weren't taking things. Ammo, I was able to get a plan to be able to get ammo. I hacked the bomb collars off of every single one of our collars. I gave you guys information. I just want to turn off my brain and not do anything, and I feel like I can't do that. Because I'm gonna have to juggle people not killing each other. Even on my escape here, there was a storm and we went flying off the tugboat. I landed next to Clark's boat and I hopped on, and at that point I kind of became dead to the rest of the group because they thought I abandoned them in that moment to go with Clark and them, which for me it's survival. I don't want to go back to the island. Whatever boat is working in the moment, I'm going to hop on it and hope to God that I get away from wherever we were.
How do you know that's what they were thinking? Did they say that here?
Yeah.
Classic.
problem is I don't know when people are joking anymore, when they're serious, when they're gonna harm each other, when they're not, when they're okay with each other, when they're not, because at any moment anybody can just go and have a sidebar and say something completely different to your back than what they mean straight to your face. It's always, always, always a play going on, and I am so tired.
Well, look, take advantage of this peace that you have now. Figure things out. Organize your ideas. Organize what it is you want to do. And whatever you do, just do it because you want to do it. Don't do it to impress anybody. Don't do it to be in their good graces.
You know, there was an anti-Queenie group on the island. Started by Lang. And then he asked me to be the second in the group.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no one else wanted to join. And he pulled a Molotov and wanted to burn me, and I said, do it, because I'd rather be dead than stay on this fucking island with everybody. And then I kept getting closer to him, so if he threw the molly, I would burn him with me. We'd both lay on that ground.
I'm confused. What?
None
thought
of the
you guys were
island made
good.
sense. Yes and no. You already know how Lang is.
So who was talking, putting ideas in your head and fueling the flame?
I think you would already know that answer.
Just him?
No, not just him, but pretty much, yeah. There was a lot of games being played over there. Some people had it worse than others. There was one day where we had to do a job, and I forget what Lang did, but he misbehaved. And I was the only medically trained person on that island. They asked who would be okay with torturing Lang. My hand shot right up. And I said, it's because I'm medically trained. It wasn't just the only reason. They used to put us in a water tower that was all dark. No food, no water, up in the sun. And it would heat up. And you'd be in a dark hole for days. And they made me go down there. Lang was there with a jerry can and pour gasoline all around him and light it up on fire. Burn him alive like a rotisserie chicken. And stand underneath it while I could hear him burning the entire time. I thought I was going to be hitting him with like a bat or something small. Because that's how it started off in the beginning for us, was small. And it slowly got worse and worse and worse. And I tried to go give him medical, because that's mainly the reason why I wanted to do it, because I could help him, and they didn't let me. They put out the fire and just had him sitting in the smoke and told me that I had to come back in 24 hours to get him exactly in 24 hours, because if not, then he would die of dehydration. And they didn't give me any water or anything to help him. I would get it in the morning. Skipper was buried alive. Had some of us pouring dirt on him. We were the ones burying him alive.
Jesus.
We would do jobs and they would say who you have to vote who did the least amount of work. And whoever did, then they would get beaten or something worse. And we had to alternate based off of injuries because some of us were worse than others. We had to run behind cars, and even if we were injured, the slowest person would get bullets next to their feet the entire time. We weren't allowed to stop. And the list goes on and on.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Queenie.
Yeah, me too. Contemplated going towards the mines that were out there. We were told that if we were to cross that path of mines, the buoys, then we would blow up at that point. I do miss the sounds of the island, though. It's peaceful. I've gotten an overwhelming amount of information today, and hearing Clark and Apple yelling at each other and screaming and arguing, it is a lot to come back to, and that's just the beginning.
Why shouldn't you have that information?
No, it's just a lot. I'm not saying it's not I don't mind information, but it's just acclimating is gonna take some time. If
Yeah,
that
for
makes
sure.
sense.
Yeah.
I think what I would want everybody to do isn't what's gonna happen. I think people want revenge. People are angry on both ends and not fully understanding of people needing space because it doesn't match to where they are at right now.
Yeah.
I tried to give you guys what I could, but we only had a little bit of battery on that phone. And honestly,
It's all right. Just a little explosion. It's all
What
good.
was that?
Okay.
They have plain school around this area. Sometimes the
The suicidal?
yeah, and yeah, sometimes they fail and they have to eject Osito and jump out of a plane.
Shit, okay. Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a fucking cannon. I thought you guys just got hit with the 80 mil. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good, brother. Well, look, I'm glad you're back. I'm sure we got a lot to talk about, but like you said, you also need your space. You need your time to heal. Anything I can do for you
think-
now?
With everything going on, I don't know if I'll have much time for that, to be fair. The things that I know are coming to this island are so fucked. They've done it to 5 other cities. This isn't the first time.
No way to avoid it. No way to hide from it.
Doesn't seem like it. I would love to find a way, but
You'd figure that the obvious solution would be to just go to another country, right? And why stay here?
can I ask you about the stuff you guys did Friday? Or was it Saturday? Or was it Thursday?
What
One
stuff?
of those days. You guys were with the marshals or something. Was it Charlie told me?
Yeah. We were basically conscripted into the military, into the army. Marshals or whatever. I don't fucking know. We were given military equipment, an assault rifle, an army truck. 3 army trucks actually. And one with a mounted LMG. They said there was an attack that was happening in the city. And that we had to hold down a certain part of the city. Ended up being in Cyprus. The irony, huh?
Yeah.
So myself and like 7 others, 8 others from, Cleveland, Babylon, whatever.
You want to know how they knew that?
How?
I told Clark about it the day before.
Oh, how we knew about the attack? Yeah.
I'm assuming that's how the marshals knew then, yeah? Clark said he was talking to marshals and giving them bits and pieces.
Yeah. He didn't do it just to do it, some of us were.
I'm understanding of that. Not everybody is. I get you have to do what you have to do to get to something, right?
Let me guess, Lang's not understanding of that.
None of them are.
Harry
thing
seemed to
is,
be understanding of it.
Harry is, by the way, still determined to be a faceless asset. He wanted to stay back on that island. All he would tell me the entire time was that he was going to be a faceless asset even when he was a prisoner. Even when they would mistreat him, he was still convinced that he would be able to have the ear of Charlie. So much so that when I was hacking to take off the bomb collars today, I skipped over his name, went to Skipper, and then decided to go back just in case he decided to change his mind. We were running onto the boat, and Lang said I had to go back for something, and I'm not even assuming, he came back with Harry, so that's who he went to go get back. And I think he forced him to go with him to escape.
Damn.
Because he wants to be a faceless asset. For his own reasons.
Yeah, Harry's lost his mind a bit.
Everyone has. Harry just wants information.
But yeah, with your information, the whole city mobilized. There were bombings everywhere. Attack helicopters, fighter planes, convoys of military vehicles. It was a joint military operation. It was a combination of everybody. All forms of law enforcement. And us as mercenaries. And we gunned down a fuck ton. Me and Benji, we were in a goddamn like Humvee. I was on the turret, and I kept gunning down these fucking planes that kept coming in. These buzzards. I kid you not, we probably gunned down like maybe 15 of them, 20 of them, easily. There was just so many of them. I just kept thinking, that's one less to be terrorizing you guys on the island. Now, I don't say that to paint myself to be the good guy, because I know I'm not that, but, you know, I genuinely felt that. I think we all did. And that was it. We turned the equipment back over. And, they said there, you know, there may be more attacks in the future. But my objective, again, I can't speak for the rest of them. I'm sure, you know, they might have the same one, but I guess the objective was to kill as many faceless as possible. Even if we had to use military equipment. Call me a fed, call me a cop, whatever. I ain't no cop. I didn't put nobody in handcuffs. I ain't laying down the law for them.
Is it Halloween?
I'm just a grunt. Halloween. Yes, I'm dressing up. Now that you guys are back, there's no reason for me to answer to their call if they need to draft us again.
There's so many over there, you have no idea. And they're so willing to sacrifice themselves for things too. When they put the bomb collars on our neck, they had called over a red mask. He stood in front of us, and Charlie just blew off his head, just to prove to us that the collars worked. The guy just died right in front of us.
Jesus Christ. Fucking animals.
They were shooting each other all the time for having conversations with us. I can't even explain some of the shit that happened over there. And the sad reality for me is the only thing that kept me sane
Hello.
was looking
Hey.
was looking at the tablets and playing the songs that were on those fucking videos. Because at least it was music for me.
That's
May I sit?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's no way you played those songs back and forth, Queenie. That seems like fucking
Over
psychotic,
and over again.
fucking horror movie tunes. I'd have nightmares because of fucking music like that when I was a kid.
I'm gonna tell you too something that I told everybody there, okay? And I know you're not gonna think I'm crazy, or maybe you will. The pirates disappeared while we were on the run. And then the faceless started pulling out bangers on their videos. I don't think it's
shit.
coincidence.
Neither do I. I agree with you 100%. By the way, I still have to find them and kill them. If you see them, let me know.
It's a conspiracy that I fully believe.